So we're currently sat in a sauna, not just any sauna, because when you look out the window, the Loch Lomond sauna.
Exactly.
On the road to Loch Lomond today to meet the Bodyweight Warrior.
Yeah, so Tom and his buddy, I don't know his buddy's name, Tim. Met him briefly on the phone. Seem like good lads, so today should be a fun day. Although let's just hope they don't challenge us to any bodyweight stuff, because as much as we can hold our own, it's kind of what they do.
Yeah. And I checked out their Instagram, they're a lot lighter than, certainly than I am anyway. Probably they're lighter.
Yeah, it's lighter than me as well.
So we'll get eaten if it's any sort of press-up challenge, I'm pretty sure of that. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with a good humbling.
Yeah, and actually we can counteract it with a strength of some kind, or we'll have a...
Unless they're strong too.
Unless they're really strong too. We'll have a competition for the smouldering stare. We'll win that one.
Yeah.
I'm out of practice.
I know, me too. I'm shite these days. I've lost my mojo and everything.
So yeah, today Loch Lomond, they've got a horse box that they've converted into a sauna, which is a pretty cool idea. And what they're doing is a tour around Scotland, going for a sauna and swimming in lochs. It's like,
pretty cool.
We're up for that. So we're going to join in the Loch Lomond and we'll just have a good day.
So we're at Loch Lomond today.
This is Tom, and this is Tim. I feel like I should change my name. It's like Tim, Tom, Rabin, Rib. You brought a sauna.
We did bring a sauna.
Brought a fucking sauna.
So Tom, tell us a little bit about what you do and a little bit about the sauna.
Sure, my name's Tom. I run the channel, the Bodyweight Warrior, on YouTube, focused around stretching, flexibility, bodyweight movements, but also we like to get outside. And we decided to come to the best place to get outside in the UK, which is Scotland. And because it's slightly cold here, and we're softy southerners, we thought we'd bring someone to help us out. So we built a sauna, and we're currently doing a little road trip around Scotland, seeing the special scenery, having lots of wild swims, and getting hot at the same time.
And what a legend, he even adorned the kilt.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So we'll link Tom's stuff, because it's pretty impressive stuff that he does. And actually, I think the most impressive ththing that I've taken so far, I've only met you for about 10 minutes, is the fact that lots of people do kind of think, oh, I want to go to Scotland, but it's too cold. Tom's like, I'll bring my own heat.
There's always solutions.
There's always solutions to any problem, right?
So we're going to get a bit of a workout on, hopefully get in the sauna, and then we're going to cool down in the loch.
Yeah, workout, sauna, swim.
Sounds great, mate.
Just put a kilt on and lift some rocks.
Put a kilt on, lift some rocks.
Is this something specific that you guys do when you come out, or is it like just general, you're just messing around, do whatever? Or you like, I'm going to try and pick up the biggest rock that I can
we just mess around, to be honest. But then it's that whole thing of, like, you go to the gym and you count reps and sets, and you have periodised programs, and all that's really important. But also, just relaxing and just having fun, and pick up a rock, do a few reps, have a bit of a chat. You gonna give my crack?
Alright, mate. Shoulder press.
It's alright, mate. I'll punch him for 75. I'll make you look bigger, so you don't look too far off what they are.
Yeah. There you go. You're a bit. We actually, on your videos, you look smaller than what you are in real life.
That is the best compliment I've had.
Just watching the crush your dog. It's like, we made a good video, but we killed the dog. That would never go down well, right? Right, so here's a question while we're here. Basics of a handstand. Because I can do a handstand, but if I was to go like, yay, and I would flash everything. But where would you start if you want to do a controlled handstand?
The wall. The wall is your best friend.
The wall.
Yeah, until you can balance for like 5 or 10 seconds.
Right. Okay.
It's a bit kind of like, imagine a toddler learning to walk.
Yeah.
When you do a handstand, it's the same thing. So like your shoulders are basically taking the role of the hips. And a toddler, when they try to walk, they start to grab hold of things and they sort of get themselves ready to bounce
course,
and let go, and then they fall on the floor. So like, the wall is your best friend. It's going to act as that spot. So that means you can get into a consistent position and then just repeat, because handstand is about repetition. So a lot of people will try to, as you say, just kick up, and you might get 1 second out of 20 attempts. You've wasted 20 minutes kind of with 1 second at a time. Whereas if you go on the wall, you might get a couple of time and attention, a couple of minutes balancing in a handstand, and that's generally the best way to kind of go about it.
So on the shoulder, 20, 20, 20.
Nearly. Good, we'll take a hand off.
Did that count?
No, the idea is like that whole strongman thing.
Over the shoulder,
It's literally on the shoulder, take a hand off.
20. I gassed myself.
Hand off. Hey!
I need to get the weight back.
Over the head.
Any chance I can get a quote over the weight for you 4 guys?
Yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Get in the middle there.
Let me breathe up.
We're not Scottish at all, by the way.
These guys are.
These are the real deal.
Yeah. They've all got tapping on, so it'll do. Thanks a lot, guys.
Very controlled.
Yeah, I feel like handstands would fit the outdoor equipment repertoire.
So we've got the rocks done. Now we're going to do some of Tom's stuff.
With some rings.
We're trying to have this as a workout in nature, but technically speaking, it's canvas straps and it's wooden rings.
It is.
Now, you can watch Tom's video. He's going to do obviously a bit more of an explanation, but just give our guys a bit of a rundown. Rings, what's involved, why they're good.
Rings are great because it just gives you the option to do pulling exercises basically anywhere, which is probably the hardest thing to find some equipment for. That's usually, we can do push-ups, we can do squats, but getting chin-ups is one of the harder ones. So this gives you a lot of versatility. If you can't do a chin-up, you can make the straps longer and you can do some rows. And it means you're going to get a great stimulus for your back, your biceps.
One of the big things for the people who follow us, we try and say use nature, and if any equipment, we tend to recommend a kettlebell because they're small, they don't take up much space in your house, and they're quite cheap. Now that's tiny.
That's going to fit in your backpack, and it weighs a lot less than a kettlebell as well.
And relatively cheap as well, right?
Yeah. You know, you can buy some for as little as £20.
Sorted.
Yes. So yeah, so this again is like, so just exactly that, and then I lock the arms. And you want to try and turn them slightly, and then try to make something inwards. So Like, this in itself is quite a challenging position.
Yeah. Actually, my core.
Yeah, no, you want to get solid abs, weights and chin-ups. None of the silly, like, line, you know.
So one chin up. There.
Exactly that. Very locked arms, and then you want to just try and turn them out very, very slightly to the other way. Outwards. So, yeah, perfect. And then try and put them into your sides. There you are, nice and tight.
That was actually too bad, actually.
There's the sudden case of Parkinson's. So turn them out. There you go. Lock them and try to squeeze them into your sides. Perfect.
So, Tom, as you're doing that movement, it's clear you've done a few of these before. What's your background?
I did a lot of weightlifting at university, did a lot of powerlifting, but I actually did it for several years and I got sick, lost like 10 or 12 kilos of weight. I was super weak and ended up going to bodyweight movements as a way to get into things again, and I kind of didn't end up going back to the weightlifting. I just stuck with the bodyweight stuff, and I got very distracted with some gymnastics at university, but I'm not from a gymnastics background. I'm certainly not the build of a gymnast. I'm 6'3". You know, most gymnasts are 5'6".
Are they really?
Yeah. 5'6" is like the average sort. I feel like when you have the Olympics, they should have just somebody from the audience go and try and do the things that the gymnasts do, just so you can get an idea of like how superhuman those guys are. Like, it's crazy.
The one for me is when they just do like this crucifix position, and it looks so simple, and you're like, there's no way I could do that.
Just, and also the length of my arms, like the stress. But again, this is a entry level. These are gymnastics movements. These are what the gymnasts would be doing as kids, like how they build up a lot of their skills, and something that everyone can get on and do to some degree. You know, if you can't do dips, you do some push-ups.
You don't have to be a gymnast to get the benefits of doing gymnastics.
Absolutely. Always nice and tight. And then think about getting your hand here, hand up to the gel. Give you a little bit of a spot. I mean, actually in reality, straight to the eye.
I've always wanted to do that, you see.
I literally grabbed him by the sock, like the tiniest amount of that.
You grab them by the what?
The sock.
Champion!
The sock, okay.
I was just going to get a little spot of the, basically you bend the legs like that and then just help them push in.
Grab them by the sock.
By the sock. That's so okay. Then now all you nice and slow, keep the ring nice and tight,
Run the front of the ring around your chest.
Is the world ready for my first ever muscle up?
Go on, push!
Oh,
Buddy, go on!
Go on! Go on, push!
Nah, I'm done.
Yeah, I think it's also you haven't actually got the grip itself. You need some chalk which we're lacking in, so I apologise.
So the reason that I can't do muscle ups is it's Tom's fault. He didn't bring Rab going from level 0 to level 100.
Do you want to squat up again?
Oh yeah. Did you help with the rock there for the squat?
I'll just give you a little hand up.
3, 2, 1. Oh, that lovely click out my chest though. Did I get to there?
Actually got pretty low through.
Yeah, this is basically just, it's kind of like the old one arm, you know, there's so many pictures on Instagram of people that have thrown it, take a screenshot where it sort of looks like it's
yeah.
Like, I'm sure if you took a frame out of that when you're like going like this through it, probably look alright. That's why we film high shutter speed.
Show us how it's done.
Hey, boxes out. There we go.
We were just chatting off camera, so we're going to have the conversation again because that's the way we roll. We were talking about saunas and the history or the culture of saunas.
So I went to Finland in 2020, and that was like start of the sort of origin of seeing their culture towards saunas. It's not something that we have here, but I feel like we should. We have the weather for it, that we should love the sauna or the sauna. But
Sauna, yeah.
you know, it's a social thing for them. You turn up to a sauna, it becomes part of a habit. There's actually 3.2 or 3.5 million saunas in Finland, and there's only 5 million people. So it's almost a 1-to-1 ratio of saunas to people. But yeah, they're just turn up.
That's incredible.
The experience is very different. So like here, obviously you got to be naked. There's no judgment. It's actually a clean thing as well. It was used as a bath. But yeah, it was traditionally used as a bath, as a sanitary place where people could come and wash when it was too cold outside to wash in a lake or something.
That makes a lot of sense. When you consider, like, they say that Scotland is more of a Scandinavian country, as opposed to a British one, just with the culture and the weather, it makes sense that we have more saunas. So thank you for bringing one.
Yeah, I think everyone should. You can build a sauna. You can get sauna tents. Literally, just pop up tents, have a wood burner in the middle, and you can get it really, really hot.
Yeah, well, I've done a sweat lodge before.
Yes.
And sweat lodges are cool, just made of sticks and blankets, and then you get the big hot rocks in the middle. Incredible experience.
Yeah.
So Tom, those rings were incredible. Like, I think you've got us both hooked now.
Great.
I was loving the iron
That's my
cross.
mission.
Stephen's loving the muscle ups.
Exactly.
For our audience at home, we've said get the rings. Where did they start? Once they've got the rings, what do they do next?
I think your best place to do is do the basic movements that you're used to doing without the rings on the rings, because they can move around, it makes everything infinitely harder. So push-ups, pull-ups if you can do pull-ups. If you can't do pull-ups, do some bodyweight rows. That's a fantastic place to start.
Awesome. So is it time for the sauna?
I think it might be time to get out.
Let's get warmed up.
Temperature wise, you said 80?
80 degrees.
What's the most you've had it at?
80 is still the top, yeah. So we're round smoking. We'll go 2 rounds. Have a first sauna, have a dip, have a second sauna.
Nice. Sounds like a plan.
And we've got some Loch Lomond water for.
It's going to really spice it up.
Spice now, yeah.
If you've ever had water in your sauna before, you've not had anything yet.
Yeah.
Until you've had Loch Lomond water.
So we're currently sat in a sauna, not just any sauna, because when you look out the window, Loch Lomond sauna.
Exactly.
That's nice.
Warm.
So how long did it take to make it? Deja vu. It's almost like I said it before.
We're not very good at this vlogging stuff. We get into conversations and we go, oh shit, we should be recording this. So please, Tom,
That's an episode. So what is it?
how long did it take you to build?
It's about 10 to 12 days, I think, of both of us working on it.
And that's like full days. We did it over more days, but I would say like 12 full days. Bearing in mind we haven't quite finished yet, I would say like basically full 2 weeks.
A lot of that was also figuring out problems that we hadn't solved. So, you could do it faster.
You could do it a lot faster.
And what was your main problems then?
Having an old trailer and choosing one that has angles forward, like these bits. Like I think that bit wood behind you that's on top of that wood frame.
No, the top of the windowsill.
Top of the windowsill, yeah. You see, it's got a couple of things going on. It's got the corners on the side. It's got a notch in it. That was like
90 minutes.
Maybe 90 minutes of our lives.
So
like it's
Yeah. So if it's a square box, it would be a lot quicker to do.
Yeah.
If you were to start again, let's say you were to start building a fresh one, what would you do differently?
I'd buy a newer trailer. We bought an old one because I thought it'd be like, obviously upcycling and it'd be a bit more characterful, but no, it's just easier to buy something that's very waterproof and not have to go through the hassle of making it waterproof. And yeah, something that's a small square. You can get tall ones. This is a bit of a short one, which is why we've got the angles, so Tim can stand up normally. But yeah, usually you can build this square as a taller trailer. But no, it works great so far. Build something I can take with me because I don't stand up those too long. Then this is also a nice excuse to take it through places, maybe just compared to the outside while swimming. Just makes it that much more fun. It's a great idea that let's go wild, so let's go get in a freezing cold lock.
Yeah.
But everyone gets cold afterwards, even if you're unexperienced swimmer, it's still hard. So this makes the whole experience a lot more pleasurable.
Yeah, 100%.
And there's other health benefits associated with being in this sport as well.
It really is. We talked about hot and cold therapy in our last vlog. You know, the cold therapy was there, but our hot therapy, our quote-unquote hot therapy, was just sitting by a fire. Right?
Yeah.
So, like, it's not quite the same as hot therapy, but actually this is exactly it. It makes you uncomfortable when you're in the heat, which is why we're here, right? You make you uncomfortable in the heat, and then you get uncomfortable in the cold, and there's
Time for round 2.
New record, 85 degrees.
Record set with the Kilted coaches.
Tom's put some more wood in so we can get an extra burst as we arrive.
Right lads, we're a bit steamy. We will finish this officially in the loch, but this has been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for inviting us.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Good. It's been good getting sweaty in all sense of that word.
We're 4 men in a box.
Absolutely.
In a car park. What more could you want with your day?
Right, we're all a bit hot, so it's time to get cool.
Love it.
It's been an absolutely fantastic day. Tom, what a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Lovely to meet you guys. Thank you for showing us Loch Lomond.
Absolutely. Like I said, I think you've said it really well. It's about connecting with other guys, connecting with other people from different places, but with similar interests. And I think the main thing is that our interest is helping other people, getting outdoors and getting a bit of happiness and about us. Now, we just watched Tom do the end of his little vlog and you were awesome at it. Can you just do the same for us? Do our outro, Tom. Show us how it's done. Listen to this.
If you enjoyed this one, hit that thumbs up button, and whilst you're down there you can hit that subscribe button as well. Join these guys' channel, they make great content, and if you have any thoughts or want to share your opinion, the comment section is also there down below.
What was the last bit? Have a strong week.
I have a strong week, yeah. Catch them every week. Yeah, have a strong week.
That's amazing. Just like that.
I see if you're doing a Scottish accent. Have a strong week.